What up, everybody? How's it going? Matt Sweets here, and we are about to dive into the museum once again to find some really crazy damas that you guys probably didn't know existed until now. So let's get right into it and check out some of the damas that sit back here in this museum, but you guys don't get to see them. So I'm going to take some time to highlight a few that I really love. This one is the artist series. So we tried to save a bunch that are done by artists, whether they've done it once or they make lots of dama stuff. Either way, they may not even be an artist and they just made something cool, and that's why I put it on this table. So we'll go on one by one and we'll give a little info. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Let's go with the ones that are right in front. These are the ones that people talk about all the time, and these is from my friend Cece in China. Her and a few different friends made these and sent them over to us for, I believe, the 2016 MKO or 2015. It was one of those two, but it was a gift that they sent us, and I've never done one trick on them. They look so fragile. I can't believe they even made it here safe and sound. I assumed it would broke or it would have broken at some time, but nope, still the same sprinkles, still the same cones. I could earth turn it, but I will not because they're too cool and too pretty. And they're just like the ultimate sweets, right? Would you guys buy this if I made this for real? Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Comment below if you would buy an ice cream cone dama that actually was an ice cream cone. That's pretty goofy. I like showing these ones off though because it's the one in the collection that kids always point to first. And it's like the highest up, but somehow they always see those ones and they're like, they're ice cream cones. So I had to show you guys that one. Here's another goofy one. This is a Fugan, a fake Mugen. Mad Joe customizes. He was one of the first dudes to make like epoxy resin type kendamas. That's what this one is. He has the fake Mugen seal on the front of it there, you can see. The ball is completely made out of resin. It's two parts that he like put together to make one ball. So this has like a wood core. So it's a wood core and then there's resin encoding the rest of the thing. So it's a very unique dama. He's a guy who used to make stuff, and I don't know if he does anymore. I think his name was Fernando Berger. But if you could check out Mad Joe Customizes, all those things I just said, you might be able to find him. But this is a super OG piece of kendama history. I traveled to Romania one time to kick it with my friend Wase, and I saw this dama and I was just blown away by how cool it was. It reminded me of like Ah Real Monsters, which is a cartoon show from the 90s that most of you probably don't know. But this artist, this is what she does. She does a lot of tattoos and murals in Romania, and I really liked her art, so Wase was nice enough to send this to me. So thanks, Wase. I don't remember her Instagram name, but maybe Wase can help me figure it out. On to the next one. Here we go. This was very special dama made for me, and this one holds a very dear place in my heart. Mimoe from Japan, she makes dama burgers, as you can see. And this one is the Sweets Dama Burger. She made it specially for me. It has everything I like. It has lettuce, cheese, tomato, and it has chili sauce, which in Japan, you can go to a place called Moss Burger, and they give you this burger that has like chili and onions, and oh my gosh, it is so good. But, so she made me the Sweets Burger, and you can see it's a little photo of me, and then right on the front there, it says Sweets Burger. So this one is priceless. One of my favorite damas in my collection, honestly. I will always cherish this dama. Now, a lot of you that are new to kendama may not know what these ones are. Those of you who do know what these are very jealous of me. So, this is the original run of Asuru kendamas. The tamas on here are... Oh, thanks, cute. The tamas on here are Asuru tamas. So this is the first solid color line of tamas that Sweets Kendamas ever made in-house. So we painted our own stuff for a very long time, and we didn't do solid colors because we like doing extravagant cool stuff. We decided to make our first ever solid color line because back in the day, solid colors were really cool and people really enjoyed them, and we wanted to do our own. So this was the Asuru line. You could tell by the seal how old the Ken is. This was probably like 2013 or so, I think we made these. Luke Evans is the man behind Grip Kendama. What he does is he takes the dama, he lathes out parts of the wood, and then he fills it in with epoxy resin. And that's how he makes all these different designs, shapes, and colors. Now, he took it to a different length and did lots of different styles, lots of different colors, lots of different, like, really cool swirls and stuff in all the damas. And he was just, no one else has done it. No one's been able to recreate it, and they're very rare to find. He did it for a couple years, so there's a decent amount of them out there in the world. He actually had a really huge contest every year. It was like the end of the year, or the New Year's competition he did for grip, and lots of famous Kendama people have actually won that competition. It was a ranking system for Gloken for a while too, because so many people entered it. But he has since grown up, done and has other things to do in his life other than lathe out kendamas. So we don't see these anymore. So these are even a bigger part of kendama history and Sweets history because of the first run of Asuru. So if you ever see a kendama that has this nice epoxy gripping in it, it is worth whatever you are willing to pay, because I enjoy mine a lot and I think it's really fun to play with and really cool to see. So hopefully someday we get to see Luke Grip Evans come back and make them for us once again. But until then, you're gonna have to just find it on some of the forums. Hopefully Coop can give you guys a close-up of some of these ones, because all the grips look really, really nice. So this is the second most asked for Damas from Sweets Kendamas. This is the one people asked me to recreate the most, and I didn't even make these ones. So as you can tell, these are the turtles. Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael. Now, these were made by Dennis Rummel. Dennis Rummel is a very good friend of ours. He's from Sacramento, California. And he was very big in the Dama scene, like when I was saying, 2013, 2014. He is a very talented artist and started making a few of these for his friends. So I asked him if he could do a line for Sweets Kendamas, and he ended up doing 5 or 6 of each. So there's only, 20 to 30 of these that exist in the whole world, and 4 of them are here on my desk. So if you have one of these, you own a very serious piece of Sweets Kendamas history. I hope someday Dennis will make some for us again. That would be really cool to have it come back, because who doesn't want a turtle Dama? I mean, he killed it. They're so perfect. And they're all hand painted, so you can tell that each one's a little bit different because they're all so hand done. So props to Dennis Rommel. Thanks for making those, man. Such a cool piece in the Sweets Museum. All right, we're halfway through. We've gone through some of my favorite ones. Now to the left are some of the more weird ones and some of the more unique ones. So let's get into it. This is one that a lot of people, if you know comic books, this is gonna make you super hyped. Here we have Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin and Hobbes are very famous cartoon. He's even got the paws. I love the detail that he put into this. So this is Jakob, a good friend of mine that I've done a lot of international traveling with. He made this a long time ago, 2013-14, I think, and I asked him if he could make me one, and he did. It took a while, like over the years we talked, and eventually it just showed up at my door. So I was really excited when I eventually got the Calvin and Hobbes, because it's such a cool piece for the collection. Like I said, so much detail put into it. And then this one, you'll notice that it's a Vudama doll. Now, some of you may have zero idea what a Vudama doll is, so I will tell you. A Vudama doll is a skill toy that Sweets Kendamas created back in 2014 or so, and it is a body of a man or woman, character, whatever you wish, and you can spike it on all the different sides. You can even get the legs to stick in there to do some sort of a stilt. You can get the head to land on his body. It was meant to be a skill toy. After we released it, a lot of people started making their own versions and doing caricatures and drawings. And so this was one of the first ones that I thought was super cool. Now I've saved a few other really cool Vudamas over the years, so I'm gonna show them to you now because, like I said, people got real creative with it. So this one is a 3-eyed alien Vudama. So this one's intense. The person who made this, he was, his name's slipping my mind, and I'm really sorry if you're watching this video, but he is the guy who designed the Vudama doll, and he's the guy who came up with the idea and helped bring it to life. So he created these custom ones himself at his house. So he drilled holes into the wood to actually put eyes inside of it. He took it to the next level. This is the inventor. So the Vudama doll was not invented by us, we just helped bring it to life here at Sweets Kendamas. He made a fox one. That's really cool. Like, he just takes wood and he whittles it down to make it the way he needs it. So really, really cool. This one's a mutant bunny rabbit, I think. And then Nui Wong, a guy who used to be on our pro team, he traveled with us, and his girlfriend traveled with us one time, and she gave this to me as a gift. It's pretty spot on, honestly. I was really stoked. It's another one of those things in my collection that is priceless to me, you know? Like, that's a I'll never have a Vudama recreated in my likeness ever again. So this is a really cool piece and something that's very personal to me. So thank you very much for that. Okay, those are the Vudamas. Let's move on to some more cool Kendamas. These ones are cool just because I really like camo and I wanted to show them off a little bit. So 430 Decade Nobu out in Japan, he had a homie who started doing this to Kens, the camoing. And he was selling sweets at the time, so I had him do them to some focuses, and he gave that to me, so I like this. I have one that I've jammed to the very end too, so this is a really cool Dama. And this one was made by a friend in Taiwan. It's the same kind of thing. It's like a desert camo though, and it has skulls on it. So again, another one I haven't played, but one that I really cherish because it was given to me as a gift from a very cool artist over in Taiwan. So I just wanted to show those off because I love camo, and I think they're two really unique kinds of camo. Okay, so next are a couple of Kokeshi doll Kendamas. So these are hand painted by people in the Ozura factory. They were made a very long time ago, and I can't tell. There's markings on them to tell who the artists were, but I cannot read Japanese kanji, so I'm not able to tell you. But these are very cool because they are hand done. They are not done by a machine or with stickers or anything else. They're people hand painting every single one of these. So I've shown them in other videos, but I wanted to just give them a little highlight because they are very beautiful pieces of art. Okay, Tune.Dama, if you want to check him out on Instagram. He takes Kendamas and he custom inlays these dots himself. So he'll buy a Kendama from someone like us, and then he takes it and has a whole method of plugging it with these different types of wood. Ours has a tip that's very unique as well. But he has gotten really good at this, and he has done some amazing work since then. So please go check out this dude, Tune.Dama. Coop will link his Instagram in the stuff so you can check it out. But I don't know if you know this, Cooper, but he has landed a border balance knot off. Like he does like a lean house border balance. If a flat spike had two sides, he's like border balancing the spike. Like, it's really weird. He gnawed off border balances. Like, so go check out Tune.Dama. Coop doesn't even know what I'm talking about, so you guys gotta go check it out too. He's amazing. So I saved these for last because these are arguably like three of the most beautiful, most desired, most artistically beautiful Kendamas in the whole case. This is a collab between our good friend Luzumaki and Chris Cabal, the man, the myth, the legend who created Res Kendamas. If you don't know what a Res Kendama is, this is what a Res Kendama is. It is a Kendama that is fully made of a composite resin that Chris came up and made himself. This one is painted to match the Tama. Now I think that some of these were made custom for me just to match the Luzumaki Damas. I know some of them were able to be bought, but I'm pretty sure one of them was made specially just for us to complete the collection. Much like Grip, Chris no longer makes Res Kendamas, so the only way of getting them is through online forums and through eBay and things like that. Luzumaki is an artist that works with sweets, and we are always dropping new Luzumaki stuff. 2020 is gonna be a great year, and he has a lot of really great things in the pipes. So keep your eye on the notifications for our Instagram and our YouTube channel so you always know the latest stuff that's coming out from Sweets Kendamas. These Damas have never been played and they never will be played. I will just look at them with glory every time I see them. I appreciate you all taking the time to watch this video with me and go through some of my Damas. Believe it or not, we're getting pretty close to the end. We've almost unboxed all of the Damas in the museum, but don't you worry, we have more stuff in the archives of cool Damas that you would love to see, I promise. So thanks again for tuning in. Everyone stay safe, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you next time on the next museum tour. Later on. Thanks a lot for tuning in and checking out our videos. Make sure you go and smash that subscribe button right there. We need all the subscribers we can get. Also, you can shop right here. Go to Sweets Kendamas and get yourself a new Dama.